Welcome back. A big week of earnings rolls on with servers, spending, and search reporting after the bell. We're looking at AMD, Visa, and Alphabet in earnings exchange. And here with our trades is Tim Seymour, Seymour Asset Management CIO, a CNBC contributor. And is it drums, Tim, if I'm remembering correctly? Drummer.
Yeah, always, at all times. A drummer, singer, whatever you rock and roller, for
That's
sure.
That's right.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about what I want to duet. I want a chance sometime, maybe when life settles down.
It would be an honor, and I think the CNBC audience would like that as well, Kelly. So let's make that happen.
All right, let's get to AMD, which is running in place the past 6 months and is 25% below its March all-time highs. Investors are hoping for some renewed momentum in data center to offset PC weakness. Any updates regarding Meta using its AMD chips for Llama? What do you do with the shares here, Tim?
Yeah, and we heard some news that ChatGPT is also using AMD chips alongside of NVIDIA. For a stock that for kind of 2019 to even the beginning of this year had really outperformed a sector that had outperformed. AMD, as you've noted, is really underperformed. It's underperformed NVIDIA. It's the fact that it's up small year to date relative to a sector that's booming says something. I actually think the GPU commentary is what everyone's going to be looking at, because we know they're taking market share from Intel on CPU and computing and even data center. But I think GPU expected to be a $10 billion business next year. I think you're going to see that kind of 100% growth. And I think the MI300 is certainly a chip that is at least holding serve right now relative to NVIDIA. That's the story. I think you've got a peer multiple at around 28 times forward. I don't think it's crazy expensive, and again, it's all relative. So I like AMD here. I am long. It has underperformed, and I think the bar is relatively low. I know it's crazy to say that in semiconductor.
No, it's true. It's true. I mean, it's been an underperformer. I don't think that's a controversial point to make. So maybe the bar is low, certainly lower than for NVIDIA. You're along here. It's not really a bellwether. It's more just kind of a story about its own problems or opportunities. Lisa Su, AMD CEO, will be on Squawk on the Street tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern for an exclusive interview. So we'll see how the stock does tonight and throughout the morning as well. And we'll move on to Visa, which is just off its September all-time highs. UBS is bullish and says they can weather a downturn because of their diversified consumer exposure and solid payment services revenue. But, still a lot of focus on the company being able to maintain its, I guess we won't call it a duopoly, or maybe the DOJ would like to. You a buyer here?
I'm in Mitchell's camp. I think what I love about where Visa is there's no question that they are solidly positioned here. I think the numbers are going to be you're targeting kind of high single digits, low double digits in terms of the guide. It's all about the guide. We've gotten relatively solid updates on the consumer of late. I think the best thing for Visa is the breakout that we're seeing in the broader financial sector. I mean, it's not just money center banks, and it's not just regional banks. What you are seeing in payments, and you're seeing it across mortgage and insurance, and I think that continues. I think Visa is kind of along for the ride, even though I would be neutral of all the names we're talking about today.
All right, look at those financials of 50% this year. To your point, we're talking to Stifel about this. Ron Kruszewski, they're on a run. Much of the space is. What about Alphabet? Those shares are still about 12% below their July all-time highs, but they've had 6 positive months out of 8. AI developments, changes in search market share, thanks to the likes of ChatGPT, that DOJ antitrust suit. Do you like this one?
I like it. I'm long. I think both the multiple gives investors some ability to feel that they're somewhat defensive to the downside here. You're talking about a PEG ratio or price to earnings growth of around 1, frankly, and a multiple that is on the cheaper side of its historic, somewhere around 19 times forward. I think you've de-risked also the guide and the expectations on search around 11%, 11 to 12% of consensus. YouTube 12%, which has the ability to upside. I think the YouTube business overall is starting to gain more momentum within the overall Google valuation, and I think it should. I think the dynamic around some of the headlines, whether it's DOJ risk, I think some of that really falls into the background. But I understand Google and maybe why it's underperformed with the concern and some of the existential concerns around search and where they sit in AI. I think the stock, every time people start to press those concerns, is when the stock starts to outperform. So of all the mega cap techs, and certainly the hyperscalers, it'll be interesting to see what they talk about in terms of CapEx. I think their CapEx as it relates to AI will be fascinating. But I like the stock into the print, again, on a relative basis to both the peer group and how it's traded.
I dare say you love it, but we'll see how it does after earnings. Tim, thanks so much for your time.
I'm saying its praises, Kelly.
Well done, Tim.